What is the most rewarding aspect of the work that you do on behalf of veterans and their families?
I think that probably the best way to describe the most rewarding aspect could be highlighted in an event that took place last night. Chance to meet with a couple of handlers that we haven't spent time with because of geographics. Canada's a big country, and when you realize that you've had a part in changing their lives in a very, very positive way, it becomes a very powerful experience. It's the old story of throwing the starfish back in the ocean. There may be hundreds of thousands of them, but you made a difference to that one. And, one by one, we keep putting the starfish back in the ocean, and, it touches you. It gives you a real purpose.
What's next?
The what's next is a little bit complicated because the service dog space is one that there's a lot of work that needs to be done. We're currently working on development of national standards along with the Canadian General Standards Board and a lot of other very dedicated organizations. We're quite heavily involved in the efficacy study. There's work that is ongoing because there are discrimination built into the tax code that we're working on. And, those are all sort of ongoing and identified. The biggest challenge now becomes the addressing of what is an inevitable supply and demand crisis. We've been lucky to pair with an academic resource that's going to help us build the model that can show the government what this is going to look like and what the cost of inaction will be. And that has become a real priority. So on one hand, we still have the day-to-day operational delivery of the service dogs, and on the other side, there's another entire arm that deals with kind of legislative and administrative and those types of things. So the what's next is very much going to be a continuation of those. I've been very blessed. I have an amazing team. It becomes a balancing act because I can't program delivery is our absolute number one focus because those people need it. Oftentimes people say to us, well, what's the cost of a service dog? And at the end of it, I really don't care because the people who need them have already paid the price. And so that's our primary focus. But we still have to deal with all of those other issues so that we can make the program delivery as beneficial, as streamlined, as optimum as possible. So, there's a lot of work in the space to be done, and we're not the only ones working in that space, and we welcome the opportunity to collaborate with like-minded individuals and organizations that can help us move those yardsticks across the goal line.